Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I have got 10 I think colouring books which my beautiful members and patrons have put together, and they've been sending them to me periodically since my birthday, and I understand there's still another one to come, so it's so exciting. I can't wait to share them with you. So a while ago I did, if you didn't catch it, it's on my colouring book flip through playlist. I did 3 books for £4 I think they were. Well, I've got 4 now of the same series, 4 books for the same price. So we've got a lot to get through, so I'll try not to waffle too much. So this came in a pack. There's 4 in each pack, with 8 pictures in each, and you'll see a bit of a theme coming on these flip throughs. So these are wild animals to colour post art with helpful colouring hints. Well, you get more than that. I don't know if I can come out a little bit. Oh, there we go. That we'll see how we get on. So published by W.F. Graham and illustrated by Jackie Brooke. So what you get is the coloured image. Now this one looks like pencil. You can see the texture there in the background. So you get the coloured image and then the rendered image to colour. And you know, if you followed me for any length of time, I love to duplicate art. It's just something I love to do. And you learn so much by doing it, you know, the shading, mixing colours and different things like that. So then you get beautiful elephants. Look at those. I presume they're, well, I don't know, I would say African by the surroundings, but I don't know. I know one has smaller ears, the other one doesn't. Well, I don't know which way round it is anymore. And the renderings are beautiful. So you get that lovely grey sketch. The paper would not take water, but it would be lovely for, my thought was acrylic markers or pencil or pastel or, I don't know about water-based markers. I can't vouch for it, but I just fell in love with them. And for £4, I mean, look at that. You've even got the rays of the sun coming down. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful art. Try and move some stuff out of my way. And then we've got, of course, A Pride of Lions. I'm sorry, I don't know how else to get it all in. It's an A4 sheets, so it's really quite big. But I love it. And this one is pencils. Has it got pencil? It's even got a pencil on the front. So I think the other one was more like watercolour that I did flip through. Look at him, and look at the colours that are mixed in there. It gives you a real helpful guide in blending colours, different colours, you know, different colour families, rather than just going for your light, medium and darks. Mixing in different shades really brings your picture to life. Look at our beautiful polar bear, look. And we've got blues, but we've got purples mixed in there too. Absolutely stunning. And then the last one of this, of course, let's not forget the lovely giraffe and her bubby. Our little bubby. Yeah, so it's quite sympathetically done. Now, oh, it just says wild animals. I was just about to say, was I being thick, and did it say where it was from? Okay, so the next one is farm animals. I'm going to speed up a bit. And this is by Jackie Newton. Look at these. Look at those sheeps. Boop. Look at them little lambs. Oh. And then we've got a beautiful hen and her 2 little chicks. That would drive me mad. I would have to blend that grass out a bit better. That would drive me insane. Just saying. Oh, look. Sheepdog and the puppies. Oh. And some goats. Wire fence. It'd have to be quite high because they're good jumpers, aren't they? And then beautiful horses. This is going to help me with, hopefully with, it's got an indent in it, like something's been coloured on it. And it hasn't, I can assure you, but it definitely feels like there's not that, but there's like an indent on it. Going to help me with romantic country. We've still got another horse to do in the book yet, and that would be perfect. So I might try and do that on the next romantic country on my membership book. Oh, a little calf. Oh. And some donkeys, of course. Aren't they cool? So just beautiful. And then the piggies. I love piggies. I'd love a micro pig, but sadly they don't actually exist. Not the ones that like you sit in your hand and they stay tiny in your hand. No, I did look it up. But no, there is no such thing as a tiny pig that stays tiny, unfortunately. Unless we gave it growth hormone medication. Okay, sorry. This is... Oh, it doesn't say, but this is more like woodland. Look at these. Look at the fox. That's not been very well stapled there, look. We'll have to sort that out. Yeah, aren't they beautiful? And look at the colours again that's been mixed. The beautiful squirrel. Yeah, that's been stapled really poorly. I'll have to take the staple out the centre. Yeah, it's been stapled off centre. I'll have to take the staple out. But you can't moan, can you? £4 for all this lot. And what are they? Ferrets? Maybe? I don't know, but I like the drawing. Isn't it gorgeous? And then dolphins. Yes, it's in pretty bad shape, this one. That's a shame. Look, it's not been trimmed off properly either. Well, like I say, you can't really complain too much for £4. Oh, look. Oh gosh, isn't that gorgeous? And then we've got... Oh, they're just lovely. Look at them. Oh, I don't know what... chipmunk, maybe? I don't know. But I love... Look how the apples have been done and the colours in there. Isn't that cool? Badger. See too many on the side of the road. I know that they harbour TB, but it's so sad. They're such majestic looking creatures. And then we've got the otters on the back page. Now I think they're somewhere there, so you can copy that one. But the back page doesn't have a... Oh, it's on the front. So the very back page is on the front. Okay, next one. I'm counting this like one colouring book. So pets to colour this one. So this should be interesting. Oh look, budgies. We had budgies when I was a little girl. We had a green one and a blue one. And when my cousins came from Australia, it made them cry because they couldn't believe we'd got caged budgies. It made them so sad. And of course here in the UK, I hadn't even thought about it as a little girl till they came over, and you know, I wanted to let them go, but Mum and Dad had to explain to me that they wouldn't survive here. They would be attacked. That's a flying squirrel, I think, isn't it? Is it? I don't know, I'm so ignorant with these things. But either way, look at that wood. Goldfish. I like the black one. He's nice. That would have helped when I was colouring Joanna Basford pages. Oh look, Labrador. Beautiful, beautiful, gentle dogs. Kittens. Blue eyes. Just gorgeous. Little hamsters. Oh, guinea pigs. Guinea pigs, sorry. Ignore me. I love how excited guinea pigs get when they see their owner or their going to be fed. They, you know, the squeal with excitement is so cute. Another horsey and the foal. Beautiful colours on that foal. And then back page, which is the bunny. And that should be, oh, it's not on the front page. We just get a little one on the back, but easy enough to print it off. So yeah, I'm really impressed with these little books. I'm yet to colour in them, but I definitely will be. Now, the other thing I must show you, you'll have seen this, I'm sure, but my lovely friend Alicia, member, brought me this a while ago, and I put it down to colour it in my room, and then I've just dug it out to include it in this haul. So this is Brambly Hedge Nature's colouring book. Now I do have Brambly Hedge Festive colouring book, and I've done a colour with me in it. Oh, let me just take out the ticket. Okay, so she did have to replace this for me because it arrived and it was soaking wet, like somebody had spilt coffee on it, I think, is what had happened. But these are incredibly beautiful books and I love them. So we'll do, this is by Jill Barklam, and they are just the epitome of innocence. Let me bring you back in slightly. I don't know how much we can get in. They're big books. Yeah, step into the enchanted world of the hedgerow, and here you get all the characters that is in the book. And these were children's books and a series on the telly, I do believe. I think you can watch them on, am I right, correct in saying you can watch them on YouTube? I think you can. But you get the whole story, and then this beautiful images, and if you colour them and then take out the outlines, they just look like like the children's storybook. And you can get the books. I need to open this up. There we go. There we go. They are sewn binding, and the paper is not incredibly thick, but it is really nice stuff, and it's beautiful to colour on. So what I would like now is the book, the complete works, you know, the book for it. Not only to read it, but also to copy the original art, because how lovely would that be to have this coloured as the original. Sorry, I'll try and keep you straight. I get excited and I can't help it. Look at them. Look at these two. It's just adorable. Absolutely adorable. Look, Mama has got the little girl's tail here to stop her going in the water. Real life problems, folks, in our colouring books. This is a gathering, I think, yes, it's a wedding day. So they're all coming together for this big celebration. Look at this beautiful page. Isn't that gorgeous? Of the two of them getting married. Look at her lovely little dress. It's just beautiful. So we've then got a wallpaper page. And then them coming back from the wedding. Some nice double page spreads in here, really beautiful. You get these little ones which are lovely to colour, like, I wouldn't say they're quick, but they're lovely to colour. And then you get the very intricate ones that are going to take a while. So my suggestion would be to have your characters sorted out, and note down your colour combinations. Take the stress out of colouring them. I mean, look at all these lot. You'd expect it, wouldn't you, from a mice family to have lots and lots of children, but I love this one in this oval frame. Look at that. Yeah, so the first one arrived and it was sopping wet, but the envelope wasn't, interestingly enough. And poor Alicia had to order me another one. Well, a replacement. But it's so worth it. Look at it, it's beautiful, isn't it? Even the wallpaper pages are cute. Gosh, look at this one in their boat. Look at that. I get the umbrella, that's gorgeous. That would be amazing. Well, they all would when they're coloured. They're just beautiful, beautiful, innocent images. Look at that one. The family looking out at the sea, over the sea. Isn't it lovely? What are your thoughts on it? Do you have a copy already? Look at that in the bedroom. We've got the boats, little mousey up here asleep in like a hammock thing hanging from the ceiling. Look at their little outfits drying in front of the fire. And they're playing with their boats. And look at this, the rocking horse is a seahorse. Isn't that cute? So many really lovely details in this one that make it really cosy and, you know, want to go in and explore. Like one of those interesting rooms where every time you turn around there's something even more interesting to look at. And they're making baskets. Look, weaving some baskets. There's the outside of their little home. Isn't it cute? Look at that view they've got. Lucky so-and-sos. Having their lunch or tea. And that's the end of the book. So I'm thrilled with it. I'm thrilled to have it. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous book. Okay, now the next ones you can order from Amazon France or Lerica, if I'm saying that correctly. And you'll see a bit of a theme here. Now, so I'm not going to list all the places that I got them from. They're Amazon or here, that's how you pronounce it, and they do like all the French books. Has it got a web address on it? No, but you get a little bookmark with them. So I haven't translated them, but along with all these beautiful colouring books, my members sent me quite a few pennies for my birthday too, members and Patreon people. And this was one of the ones that I ordered from, I actually ordered it from Amazon France, but it's obviously come from Lerica. It's a hardback book and it's Scenes from Paris, 25. So I haven't translated it, but I mean some of it is pretty obvious. It's got quite a lot of pages and it's just a beautiful, beautiful book. So let's get into it before you're still sitting here next birthday. Okay. So I think that's Jardin is garden, isn't it? And I don't know what that one is. But I tell you what, the artwork reminds me of Quentin Blake. You know, the illustrator for Roald Dahl, the BFG and the Twits and all those stories. This illustrator, and it's not Quentin Blake, it is Claire Morel Fatio? I don't know. Yeah, but it reminded me so much of Quentin Blake's artwork. So the paper is stunning. All these French books that I'm going to show you are amazing. Okay, so what you get is your coloured copy over here and then the rendered version to colour. And it is so reminiscent for me of Quentin Blake that I just fell in love with it. Now, I don't know how it would work with water. I would have to test it out and let you know. But like I've said in other videos, because these are birthday presents, until I've shown them on the channel, I don't like to colour in them. I like to show them first and, you know, say my thank yous, which of course I've done, and say my thank yous before I start using it. Look how they've just got this window of sunlight there, look, on that balcony. The rest of it's all in shadow from another building. But won't that be interesting to do? Now, I love doing these books with paint pens, but this is a very watercolory look, so it'll be interesting to see how to do that. but I might try. I think it would lend itself very well to, well, hopefully the paper will lend itself very well to neo colours, have all these beautiful like pastel shades in it. So I will give it a go. But look at the, coming out the ice cream shop, look. They've all got one in a row. The little boy's just dropped his. Oh. But yeah, they've all got names. I'd need to translate them unless anybody, well, you can't see it because I'm, but they've all got names at the top of the page. I just adore them. I don't, these books from Amazon France, I know we do a lot of, here in the community, a lot of Korean books where you can copy the image, but these are just on a whole nother level. The paper is beautiful, the imagery is so unique, and I think it's absolutely fabulous. It's all hand-drawn, look, and then what do they call it, wash and sketch or something like that, don't they? So it's been sketched by the look of it with a fine liner, and then you just go in with a wash of watercolour. But I mean, of course you could colour it properly with pencils, like fill up all the space and shade it and things, but still use their colour scheme. Could also use, if I wanted to do it like that, I could do it with acrylic paint pens. Look at this one, is that gorgeous? I wonder if that's that same couple sitting up there. Isn't it beautiful? So with all scenes of Paris. And so now we're going to get into some shops. Look at the little girl sneaking a snack out of there, look. I think she's been feeding the pigeons. But yeah, I just adore them. I don't know what it is about these books, but they just tip me over the edge. And this is what I was saying. I'll keep flipping while I'm talking. This is what I was saying in another video. I was saying I'm sure this is why, for me, the hobby doesn't get boring, because there is a colouring book and an artist and a medium for every mood you're in. You know, I used to do diamond painting, and that's wonderful, and I did enjoy it, but it's the same thing. I know there's different artists and different pictures, but it's the same thing. Whereas with art like this, you can, oh look, I love that, love the colours. You can, you have variety, is what I was trying to say. Look at that, isn't that lovely? Yeah, and I really struggle with colouring buildings because I always think they should be grey or they should be, but I recently did one in Romantic Country for my members, and we actually did a pink one. We did a pink castle. Look at him strutting his stuff. Go inside. Stop streaking about, for goodness sake. Oh, look. So these are first flip throughs for me too, and I have had, you know, like just done a quick thumb through, but not sat and looked. The colours on that are just divine. It's just beautiful. Look at that sky and that, you know, they've used like a, it's not even chartreuse, it is a yellow they've used for that bush over there, and it's just gorgeous. Night time, look, on a date by the look of it. Have you fallen in love yet? Are you holding tightly onto those purse strings, people? He's declaring his undying love, look. Juliet. Yeah, are you holding your purses tightly? Is your finger slipping? Are you already on Amazon France? Or Lyrica? Lyrica? I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but... and they just keep getting better. So she's chucking down keys now. I don't know if you can pick that up, but chucking down keys so that you can get in. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Look at that sky. Isn't that lovely? Very atmospheric, isn't it? Immediately you turn to that, I felt calmness. You know, warmth and calm. Because of what's going on inside the building. And the colours they've used. It's very clever how these how colours change the mood of something so quickly. I mean, look at this. We go from that dark, calm, bedtimey scene to this, oh, energetic. I know they're not energetic, but energetic, vibrant, happy colours of sitting by the pool. That's about right, isn't it? Poor mama, playing ball over the top of her. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, I don't have the words for these books. I just don't have them. And this, look at this. And you've got, I would think it's supposed to be Nana and her granddaughter, and they're sitting side by side knitting. Love that. I love that image. A little lemon tree there. And then you've got some bonus content. So what I would have to do is check my medium in the back here, I think, on these, although it's such a shame just to, I might do it on a back page. Have we got a blank? Yeah, we do. But I don't know if that's the same quality. But yeah, oh, just absolutely stunning. So this is what it looks like from the front, and it's Scenes, I don't know what this is, but Scenes of Paris. 25 images by Claire Morel. There. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, then the next one, they're all very similar to this. The next one is Gardens, I think that is, and Flowers. Could be wrong. Another huge book, but same kind of thing. So you've got a French flap with the drawings, and this is by Sonia Cavallini. Cavallini, I think that's how you pronounce it. But this goes through gardens, and then you get pets. It's just stunning. Beautifully put together. Do you know what it feels like? It feels like Layla Dooley's Woodland, you know, her woodland book, her big woodland book. You can see the stitch binding there, and it lays completely flat without needing any help. So then you get the A4 image and this one to copy. I mean, there's just no words, is there? Look how magnificent it is. You just, yeah, I mean, you can't, for me it doesn't get any better than that. And I try to recreate or do little tiny distant flowers in my colourings, and so this gives you an idea of what you can do. You know, you don't have to stick to the same shapes. You've got all these different designs, and you know, it's just, you get stuck in a rut, I think, with thinking about the same things. But, and I love how she's done this. We've got a blue mixed with a bit of teal, and then she's put these little like flowers on the tree. It's just gorgeous. Yeah. So right, shut your face, Lucy, come on. Like Japanese style garden, little greenhouse and some chickens. Nice vegetables they've got growing there. They need to pick those carrots though. They won't be any good for much longer. And the beets, look at that. Oh, it's just magnificent. Paper, really, really good quality paper. But I can't speak for whether water will work on it yet. I know acrylic markers work beautifully on it, and I've layered and saturated the paper with those. But I wouldn't want to risk it on a page that you love. Perhaps I'd do it at the back. But look at that hair leaping in the background. Okay, so now we're coming into like living areas and pets. Look at these two trying to get out. Stuck on the window. Oh, they're just so much fun. Look how they've done that tree. So you've got a base colour, and then she's just put little leaves over the top, and you've got that willow tree. I love it. I absolutely love how they do it. Very simplified art, but absolutely, I have no criticisms. None at all. It's 100% up my street. I love it. yeah, it's just... I think this one would be more suited to paint pens, because the other one's more watercolory, isn't it? But this one's, I think you get away with whatever you want to use, really. You know, if you want to do it in pencil, go ahead. Okay, so this is Parks and Gardens, I'm assuming. Shop, flower shop. Little cat coming out the front there. He's cute. Oh, there's a little puppy. The colours they use is what captivates me, I think. They're just absolutely perfect colour combinations. Got that one. Little dashing puppy there. I'm trying not to talk about every page. It's very difficult. Look at those daffodils down there. Look how effective they are. So very cool. And so you do learn skills from, I find, from copying art. Because if you look at this, that looks like watercolour, that background on that tree. And then just those few details of some pink flowers and white flowers. Look how effective that is. And even the trunk and the branches are one colour, but it still looks very effective. Okay, the jungle and the tropics. And they've got a lot of pages, these books. 35 illustrations. So enough to keep you busy for a lifetime. Look at the little bananas on that tree. Sorry, I said I wouldn't pick out every detail, but it's so hard when you're passionate about things. And something fills you with so much joy. I am so grateful to my members and Patreon. They're just incredible people. And one arrived, that book that I showed you just before, the one that reminds me of Quentin Blake, arrived on Saturday or Saturday, I think. And I was feeling really low, and I think it's probably coming off all the painkillers from my tooth. And the husband shouted up and said, "Lucy, I forgot to tell you, you've got a parcel down here." And yeah, so they're saying about, I will be having an all year round birthday. Well, I certainly am. Look at them. These little monkeys, little tiny monkeys in that tree. Can you see them? I know the image is quite small there, but it's just, yeah. I'm blown away by it. Okay, garden, and I don't know what that is. Maybe we'll get a clue when we go through it. Vegetable patches. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Look. Oh, look at those sunflowers. And again, a very simplified tree, and it just works. Because of the style of art. It just, look at that. It just works, and it's gorgeous. Little robin down here. At the bottom of the image, here he is. Okay, I can't romanticise on every page. Well, I can, but you lot have lives beyond watching me flip through these books. Okay, we're at the back, and then you've got this gorgeous French flap again with that vegetable garden on it. So here it is. Yeah, gardens and flowers, I think it is. Yeah, I love it. Marabelt books. Okay, the next one is Urban Anna. And I wanted this for such a long time. And this is hardback, those thick hardback books. 21 images, it looks like. And Urban Anna, if you don't know, became really big because of Instagram and, of course, her beautiful work. So Lyrica bookmark in there, and yeah, became famous for all the incredible artwork that she does. Okay, these are cream paper and perforated, this book. And here's all the shop fronts that you get. And then again, you get your image. So I can bring you in slightly for this one so you can get more detail. There we go. So I presume this is a bakery. Oh, cheeses and things and breads. I don't know what that. I'll have to translate them. And it's good for teaching you different languages, see? Colouring is multicultural and all-inclusive. How about that? Excuse me, I've still got the stitches in my gum, and it's really uncomfortable if your mouth gets dry. Oh, look at that. Yeah, she's very talented. And picks out some beautiful colours. Now this is super thick cardstock. Super thick. But again, I don't know if it will take water because these books are new to me. And I haven't tried. But it certainly has a texture to it. There's the front cover. That is, isn't it? Yeah. Gorgeous, isn't it? Look at those flowers. This is definitely got a watercolour base on it, if not in its entirety. But I just, yeah, I can't get enough. And it's even just looking at the artwork is gorgeous. But you can, like, you can, let me just say, yeah, it's perforated right the way down. Every page is perforated. So if you wanted to frame these and put them up, you could. Wouldn't they look beautiful? Around your office or, you know, wherever you wanted to put them. I wish I knew what they say. I'm going to have to look it up. I think that's like a wine, a bar. Looking at it. Shakespeare and Company. It's a bookshop. Give you some inspiration for all those colouring books that like to give us a million books on shelves to colour. That looks like, look, could be Sweeties maybe. I don't know. And look at the colour, that colour. See, I wouldn't have put that, I wouldn't put that together, but doesn't it just work as a shop front, that lovely bottle green? Photo shops. The Green Cafe. Vert, isn't Vert green? Showing my ignorance now, I do apologise. Especially to my lovely Alicia, who speaks many languages. Oh, that's wines in there. The other one was a bar. I think this is like an off licence. Look at that, all the vegetables. Greengrocer. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm trying to speed up, folks. I know it's a long video, but I don't want to rush through it. I love, this is the best part of well, one of the best parts of having new books, is that joy of that first view of them. You never get that back, do you, once you've, oh look, love that one. The cracks in the wall. Look at the teddies in the front. Oh, that's a gorgeous picture. I like that one very much. I love how she's done the texture on the wall by the, what do they call it? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. You know, where you put extra water on it, like blooms. The gallery. And the cobbles down here, look. What do you think? Have you already paused and gone off and brought a load of them? I don't know how you resist. Oh, yeah, okay, so we're at the back of that one. Absolutely. Look. That's the only way I can give you a gauge on the quality of the book and its paper. Absolutely beautiful. Urban Anna. It's my first Urban Anna book, but every time I went to look to get one in the UK, they were sold out. So, okay, we've got another one from the same place, Amazon France or Lerica. And this is by Marion Blanc. And this is another one, hardback. Well, it's the card, the thick card, but hard. And here's some of these images. Again, this is definitely paint pen territory, I do believe. Okay. Let's go. Again, all perforated, off-white. And now you get some of these. This is a seasonal book. You get some of these that are, you get the image for, but not all, I don't think. So you can, that one's perforated, so you could take that out. Tragic to spoil the book though, but look at the colours on this image. I'm going to have to come back out a little bit. There we go, so you get all of it in. I moved over with excitement, I think. Yeah. Just fabulous, and I would like to do this with paint pen. I think it would lend itself perfectly to paint pen. So I'm not sure, I think you get, there's so many images at the back, but I don't think you get all of them with coloured imagery. So we've got this beautiful lady walking down the street there with her umbrella. But I mean, you can take inspiration from the other images. There's a street in the rain. So you could do a bit of a glow from your street light. Cat fast asleep in a shop window here. Or a shop doorway. Be careful, I don't want to break the perforations. Okay. She's late. Just got out of a taxi or a car by the look of it. Running. So obviously got to get to work. Look at that sky. Okay. I don't know. I'm sure I saw some more images. I think they might be at the back like this. Look. Not all of them. But a good chunk of them. Yeah, so there's that one again, that's at the front. Then we've got, I love this one, this is on the front cover. It's just absolutely divine. Okay, just give you an idea, look, here it is. This is what got me excited about this book, this page, look. Oh, can you imagine? Oh, very exciting to colour that one. Yeah, can't wait. A lady sitting at the window with it snowing outside and lots of pine trees. See? Books. They always do it to you. Books. She's cozied up in front of her fire with her cup of tea or a hot chocolate. She likes her patterns. She's got patterned wallpaper, patterned chair, patterned blanket, patterned rug. Cool to colour though. Bit of cooking. She's got a roast turkey there in the background. Cosy fireplace and mirror. That's nice. We often see mirrors in colouring books, but they don't have a reflection. It's kind of eerie really. Not romantic country eerie, but you know those horror films where people look in the mirror and their reflection's either not there or it moves separately from them. Oh my goodness. He's back. Let me just go and shut the window. The mower man's back. Is he going to stop? Maybe he stopped. Crazy mower man. Drives me mad. Look at this. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And I love how they've got that very light grey lines on the flowers and the dress. Love that. I think that might be one of the first ones I have a go at. They're all just incredible pictures. Love this. So I will take inspiration from a colour palette that they've got within this book and use it, I think. Oh, look. Oh. Oh, love it. More tranquil lake. How'd you like to get in there and just drift down there gently? Oh, it would be lovely, wouldn't it? Beautiful lighthouse. Little fishing trawler. That's a nice one, look at that. Just having a bit of peaceful me time. Bit of a zen moment. Cake shop, a little cat walking past. More books, people. Books. Oh my gosh, look. Got this little deer fast asleep by this stream that runs through the mountains into the pine trees. Oh, just stunning. Did I say who did this? Did I say who the author is? Yeah, I did. Marion Blanc. She's very talented. And I love this one too. Look at that street. Look how simple that is, the cobbled street. But you know exactly what's going on. And it just makes sense. I love it. And the grey lines too. They've used a very light grey, which we've got on this, as their outline, which I really like. It's really lovely against these colours. Look how it stands out against that teal. Really nice. Another incredible image. And also it's single-sided. So was Urban Anna's single-sided? No. So can't use alcohol markers in that one. Was the garden one single-sided? No. But this one was. This is single-sided, so you could use your alcohol markers. Is it single-sided? No, it's not. What was I thinking of then? This must be this one. Just this one, single-sided, so you can use alcohol markers in here. And again, like I said, all perforated on this beautiful cream paper, so your white really stands out if you want to use it. Look how they've done the pool. Isn't that clever? Just squiggles. Just absolutely gorgeous. I'm in love. Look at her. Oh, to find a beach with no one on it, eh, folks? Wouldn't that be a pleasure? And she's got a cocktail or her lemonade. Then you've got a street cafe. Another beachy scene. I love all these landscape images. And then we've come to the back that I've shown you, but I will just go through it quick. There you go. Printed in 2024. I don't think any of these are new, but okay, so that is that one. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful books. So nicely presented. Look, when you put those on a bookshelf, just stunning. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. So, you'd have thought that I'd have had enough of Erie with my Colouring Romantic Country 2 and nearly finished it. No, no, no. She has become, I think, right up there as one of my favourite artists. So this is her new book. I'm just going to shut the page that I'm working on. This is Romantic Country 2, the membership book. And this is her new book. Much smaller format, much more manageable. Same in height, but we've got, what, 2 inches off? No, about 1.5 inches off the original book. It does have a dust cover, and I can't remember what it translates to, but this was bought, I purchased this with some of the pennies that my lovely patrons and members sent to me from Amazon Japan, and I just put Eerie colouring book in. I put Amazon Japan in English in Google, and then so it comes up in English, and then I just put Eerie's name in and they come up. So as you can see, I have thumbed through it quick, but I haven't had a full look, and I've avoided flip throughs. So the paper feels very different to the other paper. I don't know if it is, but it does feel different. It feels like it's got more texture. Romantic Country 2 paper is a bit of a pig to colour on. But Prisma's work on it, okay. But look at these images. So they're very busy, very intricate. I've got the whole lot in there. Look at that, isn't that good? But Eerie's pages usually always are. You get the odd ones that aren't, but this is books. It's Eerie. I blame Eerie. Look at that library. I love the staircase, but look at that library. I've just coloured the Henry's books in Romantic Country 2. It nearly drove me insane. But oh, do you remember the Enid Blyton stories, the Magic Wishing Chair? That just reminded me of that. Oh, now there will be a story to it here if you translate this, and I suspect somebody already has on YouTube, but there will be a story to it like there is for the Romantic Country 2, which is based in Colcott, isn't it? Colcott? The land of Colcott. And yeah, oh, look at this. Grandma and granddaughter cooking. Look at the cat falling asleep by the fire. And the pictures. He's in another picture, that wizard, I'm sure, in Romantic Country 2. And another reason why I like her work is the innocence again. Everything is just so innocent. Got an art page. These are a bit of a pig to colour too, because it's, you know, how do you want to do them? But it's a little bit of a smaller book, so a little bit more manageable. We have a page full of suitcases, Ruby & Co luggage. And then we've got hats, witches' hats in them. Some plants in this one. And art supplies in that one. So, I mean, you could do them like a double page so that they mesh together better, they don't clash, but each suitcase has got like a little image on it. That's just got the sea in it, and art, and what's that one? Looks like a lighthouse, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, very cool. Enchanted Stitch. So this is the dressmaker. Oh look, it's like Cinderella and the fairy godmother. Oh, you could have all sorts of fun with that swirl, couldn't you? Making it sparkly and glamorous and gorgeous. I love this book. I know, I know. You'd, like I say, oh, for rent. When can I move in? You'd think I'd had enough, but it's just, if anything, it's just made me love her more. And I've really sort of grown over the, what is it, 14 months? Something like that, 14 months of colouring her work to sort of, it blends with my style of colouring, if you know what I mean. I just love it. Here we go, a fortune teller. She's got her crystal ball. Look at all these planets and crystals. And then you're going to have the light from the candles. Well, you could either have it as the light from the candles or part of the curtain. But it would be quite fun to have those as floating candles. That would be nice. There's a wizard. I love him. I like his bow on his beard. Keep it out of the way. Usually, well, in the back of Romantic Country there is, but because I've got the Japanese version, I would have to translate them. So for each image, it's got a title, and it usually tells you a little bit about the background of that image. So I will have to get translator out. Ooh, the Mirror of Dreams. Look. She's cute, isn't she, this little girl? And she seems to have played down, if we go back to that, if we go back to the dresses, she seems to have played down overdoing the dresses. There was a lot of like swirls and details and things in her last books, but she seems to have played that down. And for me, I like that so much better because I spend a lot of time covering up a lot of that. And yeah. Oh, look at these. Look at that. Gorgeous. Now, I don't know how you'd say that, but obviously she's that's the name of the lake that she's sat at, and she's roasting her marshmallows. And there's my house. I let her stay in it for a bit, you know. I'm kind like that. And the pesky seagulls come in and steal the food. And then we've got Clark's photo studio. Oh, that'll be fun to colour, all those little pictures. Oh, look at him. Oh, is he meant to be a ghost? Why is his cloak see-through? I think it's just a mistake. Is it? Are they meant to be ghosts? Could be, I suppose. Yeah, well, there's Halloween, so it could be that they're meant to be ghosts. Yes, they are supposed to be see-through. That's interesting, isn't it? And then before, a pet parlour look, before and after. Look at this one. Oh, it's so cool. Now, I could have done these all as separate flip-throughs, but what fun would that have been? Oh, this is the broom shop, look. Look at all these brooms. Is there a Nimbus 2000 in there? Doesn't look like it. But she's obviously found one she likes. Personally, I'd have gone with a neater tail. Neater end than that one. Just saying, you know. Stupid woman. And then, I don't know what this is. We've got a turtle, tortoise, dragon. Whatever it is, it's beautiful. It could be like a bus stop, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I wish we had bus stops like that. That would be nice. Oh, look. I don't like the horn bits. I'll have to paint pen them off. But the rest of the image is gorgeous. Here we go. Look at this. Little fairy going up to the lights. She's doing her topiary. And again, I love her outfits. She's doing it in her socks. Now, that's not safe. Don't garden in your socks. You'll stand on a thorn. I'm telling you. Wilson's Travel Maps. Oh, if it's not books, it's maps. But I would probably do a brighter background around them and just do them in sort of a sepia colour or... It's lovely. I do. I love it. Absolutely love it. She's got a dragony chickeny thing behind her. It's interesting. Kitchen. Clocks. like all the birds. Yeah, it's a beautiful book. It really is a beautiful, beautiful book. Oh, look at the bunny. Very spring page with the daffodils and daisies and pansies. And they're making up their jams by the look of it. Their preserves. Isn't it lovely? What do you reckon? All these dresses, look, she's played it down a lot and I like it. Much better. They're all based on flowers, I reckon. Pansies, lily, violets maybe. I don't know, tulip maybe. Roses, dahlias. We're nearly there, folks, and it's very sad. Right, what would you want from the menu? I'm going with the chocolate and hazelnut. Thank you very much. Oh, confectionery maker. Turn the page quick. Now there's a page very similar to that in Romantic Country 2, but it doesn't have the Unicroc. Oh, she's nice. Look at the little fairy. Look, she's checking. Does my bum look big in this? Sorry, I'm so stupid. Oh, that's nice too. Just do, it's a stage. She's on the stage. Look, theatre. The Dwarf Harley. The Mystery Castle. These are all things that are on at the show. The tickets that you get. Ah. Oh, that is a cool Halloween picture. That is. Look at that. Look at her dress. Oh, I do. I've fallen in love with it. It's gorgeous. I'm so glad that I was able to get it. Hopefully we'll get an English version come out. But the paper in this feels so much better than the other ones. The other one's almost like plasticky. Look at that. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Feeding a horse. Oh, well, it's a unicorn. She's trying to catch stars. Hate to burst your bubble, love, but... Cotton candy. Oh, so you've got to do those. You don't have to, but pastel-y colours spring to mind. And they're eating it there. Look, they're going up to the land of cotton candy and they've picked some by the look of it. Yeah, they're just stunning pages. I love it. I'm absolutely in love with it. And then you come to the back. Even that's nice. With a little bit about each page, then you get a little thumbnail of the images and it tells you about them. So I will have to do some translating. But that, and then we're at the back page, and that's what it looks like out of the dust cover. If you want to, like, sometimes I take mine out to save the dust cover from being ruined, but it's a shiny one, look. So it's not colourable like her last books, but then she hasn't put anything on there for you to colour. So let's put it back in its cover. There's all her other books, postcards, and her other books. There's more than that. She's got tracing and all sorts of books. But yes, there we are. Erie's new beautiful book. Sometimes it tells you in the cover what it is in English, but not in this case. So there we go. I won't keep you any longer. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much to my members and Patreon that have done everything possible to make this a birthday to remember. It's been incredible. Every time I think it's finished, something else arrives in the post and I'm just blown away. So I'm going to stop talking because it does hurt quite a bit. Keep going. Yeah, thank you for watching. I will be back on Thursday, as usual, unless life gets in the way. There was always a reason if I'm not on here that something's happened or, you know. But I will be back on Thursday. and with a colour with me. We'll do something. So if you've got any requests, I have had a request for Leon's Journey, Kanoko Agusa's new book, to colour in that. So if you've got any requests, please let me know, because I'm open to doing things for you. So thank you for liking and subscribing if you haven't already. So until Thursday, take really good care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now. Bye.